Hey, what's going on, guys? Thanks for tuning in. The plan is to hang a couple tree stands in the morning, but right now I'm going to get through all of this to get all my gear and get it laid out and then eventually put it in my truck. So stay tuned. I'll leave this thing rolling. You can see me get through this mess, and tomorrow morning we'll be hanging these in some trees. I think that's everything. I'm going to take this camera down here. I'll give you a quick look, show you what we have, what I'm going to be taking into the woods tomorrow. First of all, so we don't break our back going in, we're going to hook up the old rickshaw. We'll set everything on there so it's easier to take in and out. I got two sets of steps that I'm going to be taking out the two bottom sections. We got ones that just separate them so I can go up a little bit of a tree that might not be as perfectly straight for a ladder stick. Now we've got our two locks key. This is pretty nifty. I think I bought this at Gander Mountain. It's just a tree stand hoist. It has a little pulley system on there. Kind of makes things nice, lets people, or lets somebody help you hold the stand in place. That's the bag I use. It's just an old luggage bag. It's got room and it's real heavy duty, good material, so it doesn't rip whenever I put some extra weight in there. Stand number one we're going to be putting up is a Muddy Outfitter stand. Stand number two is a River's Edge stand. Guys, do not go in a tree stand without one of these. Alright, this is going to keep you safe. This is going to keep your loved ones at home knowing that you're safe. This keeps you connected to the tree from the time you're on the ground all the way until you're up in the tree stand the whole time through your hunt. And when you come back down, you gotta have one of these. It's worth the money. I got a whole bunch of them. We're putting them on every single tree stand that I have. Let's see, right here, we have our linesman's belt. And along with the linesman's belt, whenever I'm hanging the stands, I always strap in with another tether until I get these hung up, just for extra safety. Extra ratchet straps in case I need them. There's a harness I'm going to be using. It's a hunter safety system. It's an older model. I actually use a different one for hunting, but these are nice because these have the pockets in there where I'm trying to hang stuff. Got the pole saw, trim out some lanes. Guys, if you need a handsaw, right here, shout out to Todd Prignitz. You know, he has White Knuckle Productions. They make some awesome hunting videos, and he's the owner and designer of Wicked Tree Gear. This will not break. It's the best handsaw you'll ever buy. This thing's 5 years old, and like I said, it's been through a lot, and it's the most solid saw that you'll ever buy. When you're going in the woods and mess around, you got to be protected. Make sure you have some bug spray. I might do a little bit of a mock scrape. Here in Pennsylvania, they require us now to label our tree stands so that if there's ever somebody that needs to know, who the tree stand belongs to, they'll be able to find your information right on there, for safety reasons and everything like that. So I'll take a Sharpie and I'll mark that up. Okay guys, we're just about to head into the jungle here. We got everything packed up. We don't have too far to go for this first stand, so we're going to try to get things started this morning. Hopefully we don't get poison ivy. Alright guys, so we leave the other type of sticks on the tree, and I take out my two bottom sections. For my two bottom sections, I use these lone wolf climbing sticks. They're real nice and light, easy to hook on. Basically just one strap. What was it caught on?
What?
What was that caught on?
This vine down here.
I always like to put on a second ratchet strap just for some extra support so the stand doesn't shift stepping in and out of it. The biggest pain about hanging stand is all the ropes and things are in the way, but you can't do it without it. You got to be safe. You got to be hooked on them. I'm hooked on with my lineman belt and with the neck tether, so I know for sure if anything would fail, I'm still going to be safe up here. All right, guys. All set up. I'll get the boat holder hung up here, and this is stand number 1. I'm hoping I get a couple deer to come out of this thicket. I have good shooting right over here underneath me, and I could probably cut a lane or two this way to shoot a good maybe 20, 25, maybe 30 yards, which is pretty much what I'm comfortable with. Just to give you another angle, there's the tree I'm in. Okay, you can see there's a tree stand right up there. And what I'm hoping through, I mean, it's tough to see from the ground, but basically all in there I have shooting. I should probably reach the, I'd say right about maybe just past that point. And then to give you an idea, all of this is nice and clear. And we saw some deer poop and we saw a lot of trails that all go through this. This will probably be the first stand that I'm hunting. Hopefully it's a good doe area. All right, stand number 2, here we come. Finishing up the last touches on stand number 2. This is a little bit more in the thick stuff, but I got a trail camera set up behind you there, and I already have a nice buck that I'll probably shoot. Doesn't have a lot of points, but he's got a lot of mass, and I remember him from last year, so I know that there's deer moving through this area. It's a little more tight quarters, but sometimes that's good. It's almost a guaranteed shot. Should have enough cover around me that I should be okay as far as getting picked off. All right, what's nice about this stand, I got a couple options. This trail that I'm actually standing on, it kind of wides right where you guys are standing. So they're either going to come up from this way, or they're going to come straight from behind me. And they could come off of this big field. And what happens is this field is wide open. A lot of times the deer won't want to travel back and forth through the field. So I'm hoping that where my stand is just off the field, this is a really heavy deer trail. And I think it's going to put them, you know, a good 10, 15 yards right from my tree. So as long as I'm still and quiet and I can get Drew back on them, you know, I should have a pretty good shot. Okay, guys, thanks for coming along today. Sorry I didn't get too much commentary, but it's a lot of work whenever you're trimming out these stands, as you probably know. If you like the video, give me a thumbs up. I appreciate it. And if you're new, subscribe to my channel. I appreciate you coming back, and hopefully we'll get some deer out of these stands here pretty quick starting this fall.